वेलकम बैक नाजरीन, हम बात कर रहे हैं अल्टरनेटिव एनर्जी के ऊपर। हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं डॉक्टर नसीम ए खान और जॉन फर्ज साहब। We were talking about alternative energy and its uses in Pakistan and its importance. How important is the human resource regarding energy? How important is that? How does it play a role in energy?
Yes, in fact, that is the issue. We don't have people who know about energy in Pakistan who start off this as a profession. So if somebody gets employed in WAPDA, he learns it by service. If somebody gets employed in Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Resources, he learns it by service. But we have not trained people in this area. Now we at Hamdard University have started off energy engineering. And we are taking energy as an entity. It's not petroleum, it's not coal, it's not nuclear, it's not solar, wind. It is energy. So anybody who gets out from that will become an energy engineer who should be employed by WAPDA, by Ministry of Water and Power, by Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Resources, by Pakistan Atomic Energy Commission, by Sindh Coal Authority, so that they will be knowing about all these technologies themselves. They'll be knowing, they'll be having prior trained knowledge and exposure on these areas, which is missing in the country. Once these people will come, they will take a decision which will be a balanced decision of going to different technologies. We need to go in coal, solar, hydro, nuclear, which is very difficult now, and other sources, and finance them and make a punch. See, ek cheez, I'm not recommending one, and I'm not recommending two. I'm recommending the entire thing. We have to go all the way and adopt all paths to have a big punch of energy in the country. And that can only come if there is an energy ministry, single energy ministry in the country. अभी क्या होता है, कभी ऑयल एंड गैस वाले शोर मचा के पैसा ले जाते हैं हुकूमत से, कभी वाटर एंड पावर वाले पैसा शोर मचा के पैसा ले जाते हैं, कभी न्यूक्लियर वाले शोर मचाते हैं वो पैसा ले जाते हैं. लेकिन एक स्टैंडर्ड पॉलिसी जहाँ पे बैलेंस्ड ग्रोथ हो, बैलेंस डेवलपमेंट, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स हो, वो उस वक्त आएगी जब अच्छा हमारे पास ह्यूमन रिसोर्स का ट्रेंड इंजीनियर आएगा. Engineers are the nation builders. These are the people who once they go, they will develop energy resources in such a way that we address our problems. ये जो आज का problem है, this is going to remain, energy shortage will remain for next 50 years as things are at this time in the country. लेकिन अब indigenize कर देंगे तो ये चीज़ जो cost of energy will be reduced. और indigenization होता है जब human resource आएगी in all. Mr. John Furz has come all the way from Denmark to help us develop human resource engineers in the very, very prestigious areas where I think investors will come in wind turbines, in biomass, biofuels, biogas, and other forms of renewable energy.
Talking about Denmark, I just came to know that you took a trip to Denmark of people from Pakistan. How did it go, and what was it about, and what did the students of Pakistan learn from that?
Well, I'm on the board of the Danish Wind Historical Association, which has the largest collection of wind turbines in the world. Now, we invited a group of 5 people from from Pakistan, to do a course for 5 weeks in remanufacturing and rebuilding Danish wind turbines from the start period. Now, the start of the industrial period for wind turbines. I mentioned before to you, we've been series producing wind turbines since 1904. But in the modern age, we have the main industrial process started at the beginning of the 1980s. So this delegation from Pakistan completely rebuilt. They completely rebuilt within the space of 5 weeks. They rebuilt about 5 or 6 wind turbines. And everyone in Denmark was so amazed at the hard work and the quality of the work that was done by these 5 from Pakistan. They were a great honor, not only to Pakistan as a nation, but to us as their hosts. It was a great, great achievement for us all.
So what you say is that Pakistan has a lot of potential. They just need to realize it, exploit it.
Exactly. As I mentioned before to you, there are 500,000 truck repair shops in Pakistan. Every one of these is fully capable of producing a 10 to 20 kilowatt wind turbine within the space of 1 month for their first model.
Talking about tidal and wave energy, we have got 1,000 kilometers of coastal line. We've got a lot of really big canal system. We have made 2 power generating stations, but why aren't we paying attention towards that? We've got a lot of resources.
देखिए, I just wrote a book, Energy Resources and Utilization. उसमें I've kept marine energy as a separate chapter. In marine energy, we can use waves, we can use the tides which rise every day, and we can use the wave, the marine current. ये जो ट्रक्स, जो बड़े-बड़े शिप्स जो हैं, ये जो हिलते हैं और आके शोर होते हैं, ये बेसिकली मरीन करंट्स की वजह से आते हैं.
They look like wind turbines put underwater to use the currents. Yes.
यही जो है अब इस टेक्नोलॉजी में क्या है, हर शिप के अंदर प्रोपेलर्स चल रहे होते हैं और पाकिस्तानी मरीन इंजीनियर्स को पता है यही प्रोपेलर्स जो हैं जब एक साकन पोल के ऊपर अंडर वाटर आ जाएंगे जहां पे मरीन करंट चल रहा हो तो बिजली पैदा हो जाएगी. कराची के कोस्ट पे इट इज ये सारी तीनों टेक्नोलॉजी मिला के 10,000 मेगावाट का पोटेंशियल सिर्फ कराची के एरिया में. इस जितनी क्रीक्स हैं, क्रीक्स में जब हाई टाइड आती है तो वो मरीन करंट नीचे जाता है, ऊपर जाता है साहिल की तरफ, फिर जब लो टाइड आती है फिर वापस आती है. ये जो मरीन की करंट है ये 2 मीटर पर सेकंड से ज़्यादा होता है. हवा के मुकाबले में हवा 15 मीटर पर सेकंड पे बिजली पैदा करती है ऑप्टिमम. पानी जो है वो 840 टाइम्स हैवी है हवा से, तो 2 मीटर पर सेकंड इज इनफ टू प्रोड्यूस डिसेंट अमाउंट ऑफ पावर. ये टेक्नोलॉजी जो है ऑलरेडी आ रही है बड़ी तेजी से. हमें पाकिस्तान को चाहिए कि फौरन इस टेक्नोलॉजी पे जंप करें और उसको ग्रास्प कर लें. ये मरीन टर्बाइंस, हाइड्रो टर्बाइंस है. टाइडल फ्रांस के अंदर 30 साल से बिजली पैदा कर रहा है 240 मेगावाट. ठीक है, तो ये ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी जिसपे हमें करना चाहिए. लेकिन मैं जो कहूँगा अगर मैंने फेज आउट करना हो तो सबसे पहले मैं विंड पे आऊँगा, immediately followed with solar. Okay, wind will take only a few months to start off, at national level. Then followed by solar, and then we follow by and also waste to power, जैसे मैंने कहा, and follow it up with other technologies which will be in future, very near future.
I mentioned to you before that the world's first modern solar power station was built in Egypt in 1908, and the basic technology of that 1908 power station is identical to what one would build today. Such a project could be put underway in Pakistan within the space of a couple of months or so. The initial stages, yes, and it could be online within less than a year.
और पाकिस्तान के लिए एक बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ जो पाकिस्तानियों को डिसीजन मेकर को समझनी है वो ये कि सिंध में, लोअर सिंध में, कराची और पूरे साहिली इलाके में हवा है. इस एरिया में तो हवा पे फोकस करें, रिसर्च वाले भी, हुकूमत का पैसा लगाने वाले भी. एंड दिस इज नॉट स्मॉल, दिस इज इन थाउजेंड्स ऑफ मेगावाट, हंड्रेड्स ऑफ थाउजेंड्स ऑफ मेगावाट. ओके, पंजाब क्या करे? पंजाब पास सिर्फ सोलर है, विंड नहीं है. तो पंजाब को फोकस करना चाहिए सिर्फ और सिर्फ सोलर के ऊपर. अब बाबडा लाहौर में है, हाइड्रो पावर है वहाँ पे पूरे नॉर्दर्न एरिया में. ठीक है, एक्चुअली दे शुड फोकस ऑन सोलर इन पंजाब. The upper Balochistan, upper Sindh and lower Punjab, सारा solar से rich है, and we must concentrate in the universities in those areas. And मतलब northern side में NWP वाला सारा, they should only concentrate on hydropower. उससे हमारे engineers और human resource सही तरह develop होगी. अभी यहाँ पे भी हम hydropower पे काम करें, पंजाब में भी hydropower पे काम करें और solar पे, wind पे काम करें. इस्लामाबाद में जहाँ हवा नहीं है, जहाँ हवा नहीं है उतनी, so we have to actually focus on our resources in such a way कि हम as a nation decide कर रहे हैं कि नॉर्दर्न एरिया में हाइड्रो पावर पे फोकस करेंगे, सेंट्रल एरिया में सोलर पे फोकस करेंगे और लोअर एरिया में विंड पे फोकस करेंगे. तो जब इन सबों का तीनों का जो भी इकट्ठा कॉन्सेंट हो जाएगी चीज़ें तो एक बहुत ज़बरदस्त किस्म की एनर्जी की एक market create हो जाएगी और energy की demand.
And so there's a broad range of different technologies because obviously in some areas you have requirements for very small micro wind turbines almost everywhere.
So what are your recommendations? What are your recommendations to the government? What should they do? What steps should they take?
Immediately start for reverse engineering of wind turbines. Reverse engineering without any fooling around. Reverse engineering